Hi third graders, welcome back for another video lesson. We're starting chapter 8, which is all about telling time and the calendar. And for some of you, I know telling time came easy. It seems to be different for others, regular computation with adding and subtracting, that comes easier, but telling time can be hard for any of us. So for today's lesson, we're reviewing some of the concepts that you talked about last year. So each year we've built upon telling time. In kindergarten, you start telling time to the hour. In first grade, you're doing to the half hour. And last year, you did to the quarter hour and to the every 5 minutes. So today's lesson is focusing on telling time to the 5 minutes. So here, they made a cute face out of this clock and they said, count by fives to find the minutes. And they show you when you're skip counting starting at the 12. So from 12 to 1 is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 60. Now remember, when we say, when we're saying the time, we don't say 60. That's what we call the O clock with the double zero. Most of you know that, and you feel pretty comfortable with doing that. So today, let's do some of the clocks together. The first three are just straight. They give us the analog time. They're using an analog clock. They want us to write the time in digital form. So the hour goes here, and the number of minutes that passed go there. So look at number 1. Remember, maybe it's been a while, the shorthand is the hour hand. So if we look here at number 1, we see that the hour hand is in the 9 zone, right? It's in there. So we're going to put 9 as the hour. For the minutes, this is where you do your skip counting. You start at 12. So you have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So our time is 9:35. So for some of you, that would help. Some of you are really good. Your multiplication facts. You know your fives. Okay. If this red hand is on the 7, what's 7 times 5? Well, 7 times 5 is 35. That gives you the number of minutes. Right now, you need to do it in a way that you can be successful at it. If you need to do the skip counting to make sure that you're successful, great. You can do it that way. If you are more comfortable doing it with the 7 and multiplying times 5, that's great also. Eventually, you'll just be able to look at that and know if it's on the 7, it's 35 minutes. So we're going to keep practicing. You're going to be really good at it by the time we're done with this unit. Number 2, let's find the hour hand. What hour is it? Here's the hour hand. It's the short one. Okay, which room is it in? Which quadrant? If I were to draw a line, has it made it to the 7 yet? It hasn't. It's actually in the 6th room. So the hour is 6. Now we need to calculate how many minutes it's been. So again, if you're skip counting, you start at 12 and you skip 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. 11 times 5 is 55. Try number 3. Write down your answers. I will wait a little bit of time here and give you a chance to do it on your own. And then we'll go over what you should have written. So for number 3, what time is it? Well, I look here, I find the hour hand, right? It's in the 1 room. So the hour is 1. And the minute hand is on the 4. 4 times 5 is 20, right? Again, 5, 10, 15, 20. So you should have written 120. That one was a little bit easier. Now let's look at number 4. This is where it gets a little trickier. When the clock, we can divide the clock face. A circle, we can divide it. There's in half. This is divided into fourths. 1/4 is called a quarter. That's where we get the word quarter for the coin, right? A quarter is 25 cents, or it's 1/4 of a dollar. It takes 4 quarters to equal a dollar. So a quarter is 1/4. We can divide an hour into these fourths. When the minute hand is on the 3, we're always going to have a 15 in the minutes parts. No matter what the hour is, right? If the minute hand is on the 3, the number of minutes will be 15. We always use the word pattern quarter after. So know that 15 minutes goes with quarter after. And this is really just something that you're going to have to learn. Learn this pattern and it will help you. You'll be very good at it. So instead of saying 15 minutes past, we're going to say that it's a quarter after. What's the hour? 11. So we write 11 here. When the minute hand has gone halfway around, it's made it all the way to the 6. It's not just 1/4 of the hour gone now. It's actually half of the hour has passed. So we say it's half past, and then we use the hour, which is 11. So every time that you have a 30 in the minutes part of the time, the word pattern will be half past. Then you just write down the number of the hour, 11:30. The last one is the hardest one. It is the trickiest one. When we have gone beyond half past, we've actually done 3/4 of an hour. Well, no one wants to say that it's 3/4 after. Instead, we're looking ahead to the next hour. So we want to say that it's a 1/4 to, or sometimes you may see a 1/4 till, and your teacher will sometimes say this. And they are used interchangeably. A 1/4 to or a 1/4 till. Same thing. Depends on where you are in the country, really, or where someone grew up or went to school. That would make that difference. In this part, the pattern in the minutes place is 45. Anytime you have 45 in the minutes, we're going to use a 1/4 to or a 1/4 till. The one difference is we're looking ahead to the next hour. So we don't say a 1/4 to 11, because that would actually be 10:45. In 15 minutes, what time will it be? When this minute hand gets up here, what o'clock would it be? Well, it would be 12 o'clock, right? So we're going to say it's a 1/4 to 12, or a 1/4 till 12. They're both correct. This is the hardest of the 3 of this pattern. So let's go down to the next section. We're going to practice writing, taking the analog clock and writing the time in digital form, and then using our words to describe it as well. And they give you the patterns here: 1/4 to, 1/4 after, and half past. In this first clock, let's determine what time it is. What hour is it? Is it 6, or has it gotten to 7 yet? Hopefully you said that it's still 6, right? Can you see that it's still, and this is the 6th room, and that hour hand is still there. It hasn't gone past, hasn't quite gotten to the 7 yet. So it's still the 6th hour. Well, we need to figure out what are the minutes. So again, you can skip count starting at 12, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Or you could have multiplied 9 times 5. Maybe you just know when that minute hand's on the 9, that means 45. Either way, we are going to get to the right answer. So you should have 6:45. Now we need to use the pattern up here. And we're going to follow this pattern here, right? The minute hand is on the 9, and I have a 45 here in the minutes. So I'm going to use the pattern 1/4 So I'm going to start out writing. They don't give us much room. So some of you will have to write smaller than normal. Others will be able to write their normal size. 1/4 and now I need to write, we're still missing the hour. This is the one where we go to the next hour. So it's not 5:45, it's 1/4 till, right here, 5:45, the next hour. In 15 minutes, it's going to be 7 o'clock. So it's 6:45. Now go ahead and do number 6 and number 7. Hit the pause button, and when you've done those, hit play, and we'll go over your answers. Welcome back. You've already done 6 and 7, so let's check your answers. In number 6, you should have 1:15. Or in words, right, it has the 15 pattern, so I'm going to use the 1/4 after. Quarter after what hour? 1 o'clock. So it's 1/4 after 1. In number 7, you should have written 4:30. We know when there's 30, right, half of the hour is gone. So we say it's half past the hour of 4, right? It's 4:30 o'clock. Same thing as 4:30. At the very bottom, for 8, 9, and 10, they just want to review how many minutes are in an hour. Then how many would be in a half an hour? Well, then how many is in 1/4 of an hour or 1/4 of an hour? So most of you probably already filled this in, but an hour is a total of 60 minutes. So half of an hour would be half of 60, which is 30, right? That's the same number of minutes we get when we're halfway through. 1/4 of an hour, 1/4 of an hour is 15 minutes. Well, I hope most of that was familiar. If not, don't stress. We are going to do lots and lots of practice. When you're finished, turn your paper over and you will do the back side, page 140. Pay special attention at the bottom. It's talking about ordinal numbers. These are the places, like 1st, 2nd, 25th, right? 56th, 71st. They're using the houses. So if you read the description, they tell you, I believe it's the purple house in the middle. They tell you that it's the 20th house. And then you have to count up to the right and down to the left. At the bottom, they want you to match. The 16th house has what in its backyard? So you look at the pictures and determine which one to match it to. So I hope that helps. Again, take your time, read the directions. If you get stuck on the clocks like these, turn back and look here at our chart and the examples we did together. And hopefully that will help you do your best on the back. All right, I look forward to seeing you next time when, again, we're focusing on time. And we're going to be reading clocks, telling time to the nearest minute. Hope you had a great time, and I look forward to seeing you again. Bye.